Need A&P up here.
Welcome to Freedom Watch Afghanistan. I'm Sergeant Jeremy Ross. While testifying before the Senate Armed Services Committee yesterday, Secretary of Defense Robert Gates said up to 3 additional combat brigades will likely be available to deploy to Afghanistan in the coming spring and summer. He said those troops are not available right now without significant changes to deployment patterns or by changing tour lengths. Yesterday's discussion of force levels came after pledges by President Bush and NATO leaders to boost the number of troops in Afghanistan. The U.S. will deploy a Marine battalion in November and an Army combat brigade in January. France has already sent an extra 700 troops, and Germany is seeking to add 1,000 troops to their force this fall. Poland has plans to send 400 more soldiers to the country. Secretary Gates warns that additional forces alone will not solve the conflict in Afghanistan. He says security is just one aspect of the campaign, along with development and governance. 4 months ago, it was just an idea and a bare patch of gravel. Airman First Class Gina Mulder says that now, the Lighthouse Coffee Shop is a relaxing environment where troops can enjoy a cup of joe 24 hours a day.
Over 200 troops showed up to the grand opening of a 24-hour coffee shop called the Lighthouse. The night started off with a barbecue and music, and once the tape was cut, the coffee house was open for business.
Thank you all very much, and I'm glad I got to have the first cup.
Inside, guests find free coffee, tea, and cappuccinos. In the future, the chapel staff hopes to have blended drinks and pastries too.
We actually still have a couple more things that we're going to do to improve, but it's taken us 4 months to build this thing from the ground up. And we only have a few months left here, so we want to get it open so we can get people in there and enjoy it.
The supplies for the Lighthouse were received as donations from churches and coffee houses back in the States. Right now, everything is being given away for free, but that's only as long as supplies and continuing donations can support it. Besides coffee, troops can come here to watch a football game or play some Xbox.
It's nice to be able to kind of get away from work a little bit and do something that makes you forget you're in Afghanistan.
The Lighthouse was originally intended for troops who work on the flight line, so they can have easy access to a place to hang out. But once it all came together, it was decided to have it open to all.
I just hope that it does what it's supposed to do, which is to show our love and support of our service members deployed away from their homes and their families. And that's really what it's all about.
That everybody can get together in one place, spend some time, relax, just have a place to hang out and be themselves for a little while, get away from all this out here.
Airman First Class Gina Mulder, Bagram Airfield, Afghanistan.
Coming right up, we'll hear how the 24th Marine Expeditionary Unit is wrapping up their operations in Helmand Province. Now, here's a look at your photos from the field.
The Army UH-60 Black Hawk helicopter serves as the backbone of the Army's airlift capability. It's used for a variety of missions including medical evacuation, air assault, personnel transport, and airlift. It also provides rapid access to remote bases that rely on them for most of their supplies and mail.
The Marines of the 24th Marine Expeditionary Unit handed over responsibility for protecting the Garmsir district of Helmand Province to British and Afghan forces on September 8th. So while they're no longer conducting offensive missions, they're still on the ground working to cement relations between the locals and coalition forces.
I think we play a pretty pivotal role in executing, infantry operations, both stuff that's really offensive, going out and engaging the Taliban in direct action. Now as we shift to counterinsurgency, interacting with the local populace.
It's pretty surreal when you send out that first squad that's actually doing the coin piece instead of a combat patrol. It's kind of eerie. You hope that everything's going right and that the enemy's actually out of the area.
Pretty much, right now we're maintaining security on the areas we're responsible of, our areas of operation. And then we just filter out, and we're trying to maintain a pretty consistent presence out in the area so the civilians know that we're there, we're maintaining security. So, they're not as inclined, if the Taliban try to, re-infiltrate the area, they'll come and alert us of their presence.
That's it for this edition of Freedom Watch Afghanistan. I'm Sergeant Jeremy Ross. Have a great day.